Witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z gry ChernobylITE. I zanim sobie polecimy do dnia, sobie wykonamy symulację, czyli tutaj tą. Zakład mi się odblokowała już nie wiem kiedy, ale miesza z tym. No to co, zaczniemy sobie, nie? No oczywiście, tak chcę. Ostatnia symulacja chyba. Chyba coś jeszcze się pojawi. Tak, to jest ten czarny stalker. W końcu czegoś dowiemy więcej.
Listen, Georgi, I know what I'm doing, but there's no going back now.
I know, my dear friend. It's just that we lost such a brilliant mind that terrible night. I'm afraid of losing you, too, all over some romantic squabbles.
Ciekawe. No, jakaś maszyna. Dekotech. O. Chyba tędy.
And this misunderstanding also cost you your good looks.
I don't want to listen to this anymore. No more distractions, you hear me?
Oh yes, of course. I'm very happy to hear that it's all in the past now.
Good. So let's get to it. I would like to see some results as soon as possible. We both know that she's the key. We've wasted enough time already.
All right. Just don't do anything rash, please. We need to follow the proper protocols.
So my dear friend Boris worked with Semenov even after the Chernobyl disaster. I wonder what happened to his face. And Tanya is the key. The key to what? Gah, more secrets. I've got to keep digging.
Kurde, ciekawe się zaczyna robić. No trochę już przeszedłem. Listopada 99 roku.
Your trials were too aggressive, my friend. I told you that you were using too much, didn't I? I told you. You're lucky you didn't end up brain dead like the others. But here we are. Boris is dead. Truly dead this time. There's no reason to pretend otherwise now. I suppose I should have seen this coming. The mental projections you told me about, the visions, they've been building for some time. To be honest, I just thought that your hallucinations meant you were losing your mind. Prolonged exposure to Chernobylite often causes psychosis and hysteria, after all. Why, I've seen the test subjects babbling about Cthulhu, or wanting to save the world from rats.
Kurde.
You really did it, my friend. You crossed the Rubicon. You achieved something that no one has ever achieved before. Well, except her, but she has a different purpose. You will be the first of your kind. You will help me bring about a new era of human evolution. You will help me reach the stars.
Dziwne.
Forget your past. Forget your pathetic personal involvements. Distractions. Foolish distractions for the weak. Wasting your time seeking validation from others, but not anymore. You don't need any of that going forward. You're to be my right hand in the days to come. It's time to drop your old mask and don a new one. Time to become what you were always meant to be. The Black Stalker. Wake up soon. We've got plenty to do, you and I.
So it was Boris all along. He started the ChernobylITE trials on himself and became the Black Stalker. Dear God.
Przedsionek przedszkola Czarnobyl.
I've told you everything you need to know, General. What seems to be the problem?
The problem? That's what you're calling it. Look, I won't even pretend to understand what you and your lab monkeys are doing down there, and I wouldn't care if I did. What I do care about is this facility and the safety of my men. So the next time you decide to rush an experiment that can potentially release a bunch of fucking monsters into the world, please tell me beforehand so I have time to devise a strategy.
First off, the shadows are key to our research. They are hybrids that... You know what? I won't bother you with details that you won't be able to understand anyways.
Kawałek połapali.
And second, actually, no, I'm responsible to the board, not to you, Kozlov. Your job is to safeguard this operation, not lecture me on things you will never come close to understanding. In fact, the board wants you to cooperate closely, very closely, with my right-hand man. I would like you to familiarize him with all of our security protocols.
No, śmigłowiec.
Who? The freak in the black mask? You want to tell me who the hell he is? I like to know who I'm working with.
If you need a name, call him what the rest of your men call him, the Black Stalker. One last thing, I know you don't share my views on the future prospects of this organization. But don't even think about throwing in the towel. If we fail, there will be hell to pay for both of us. There is no walking away now.
So the NAR is somehow responsible for creating shadows. Or at least releasing them into the world. And Boris, the Black Stalker, is also involved in NAR security.
Teraz nie wiedziałem się. A, tutaj. Czyli coś już wiemy więcej. Czyli prawdopodobnie to ten Borys jest tym szarym stalkerem, a nie ten dzieciak Tatiany. No to się porobiło nieźle. Osiągnięcie blokowane. Czarny stalker. Super. No, kolekcja zdjęć, no tak powoli, powoli. Dobra, chodźmy jeszcze sobie tego rękę wykonamy i będziemy kończyć. Z radyjko nic mi nie rzeknie.
Wow, it's great to see you, Igor. I've got a fan-fucking-spastic plan that you need to hear.
Yeah, right, of course. Sounds fan-fucking exciting.
Stop bitching and be grateful there's someone here to do the thinking when you're not around. Anyway, listen up. I think the time has come to kill off the biggest knobber of them all.
Oh, the suspense is killing me. Who's on your shit list today?
Drum roll, please! General Kozlov, the single biggest NAR twat of them all. Tell him to end his miserable life, pay back for what he did to my friends, and for his other shameful deeds, of course. Can't forget that.
You've got friends? That's new.
Not very funny. This fucker and his cronies iced my boys. Don't you ever joke about that. You fucking hear me? His lapdogs captured us, tortured us. I got lucky. They just beat the ever-loving shit out of me and left me to die.
What happened?
He thought we were human trash. Something he could just dispose of. They tortured and killed my friends! I made it. Might have taken one too many blows to the head. Who knows? Anyway, a perfect opportunity to exact revenge on this cocksucker's approaching. He's gonna give some kind of motivational speech to his private army of knobbers outside in Lenin Square.
As much as I admire clean work, shooting him like a lame deer would be a mistake. We should make him talk first, learn everything we can so we can better prepare for a heist. Passwords, codes, guard routines. After we have what we need, then we off him. I also want to ask him about my brother. I need to know why he went to the trouble of killing Ruslan when he was just asking for a job.
We are going to pull the Rat King's teeth, one by one. Kozlov is one of his shiniest fangs and sharpest. But we should question him first. Killing him straight away would waste all the work we put into exposing his big plans, and the end of the world, and all that.
We need Kozlov alive. I'm open to suggestions.
I can definitely help with that. The actual camp is located in Energetic, the former palace of Kocha. There are 2 ways in. The main entrance is probably guarded, of course, but they only post 2 guards at the side door. You know the place, right?
Yeah. I lived here a long time ago. But some
No,
of the
parę razy już
details
tam
are
byłem,
fuzzy.
więc...
It's not complicated. Those NAR fuckers just walked in and make themselves at home. The front entrance is a no-go. But the side door will be a breeze. The guard detail is very light. Insultingly so. And that's where you come in, or go in, or whatever. Kozlov's digs are on the top floor. Once you get inside, it shouldn't be hard for a man of your talents to slip past the guards. Security is a bit of a joke, like every fascist you ever met. They got cocky. They're not expecting anyone to snoop around. And remember, most of them will be distracted by Kozlov's speech. Maybe he'll even put them to sleep for us.
This is a great opportunity, Mousy. The Rat King's minion will be vulnerable, alone, just waiting for you. The time has come to instill the fear of the great rat catcher in their black and shriveled hearts.
Okay. I'm ready to talk to Kozlov.
Kurde, korci mnie z tym kozłem sobie najwyżej zrobimy w następnym odcineczku. A w tym prosimy ten transport broni. No dobra, nie zostanie w bazie. No a z tym kozłowem to w następnym odcinku sobie go załatwimy.
Olivier wants to play soldiers, Igor. For him, everything is war. And the spoils of war. What about you, my darling? What is your mission? The NAR doesn't care about anything or anyone. Deaths are just numbers on a page for that greedy corporate beast. And the beast won't allow you to pull out its teeth so easily.
Zobaczymy, jak nam pójdzie w ogóle z tym transportem. Kopaczy. Jeszcze jeden podpunkt, no dobra. To raczej nie byliśmy, więc... A, bo to jest dobra, to jest wejście, nie widziałem.
Olivier, I'm up on the roof. There's a signal flare in the distance.
I assume it's red?
Yes.
No.
Must be the drop zone. That's your target. Time to roll. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Olivier, sir.
Anton was a good guy. So let's do our best. For him. Try to keep a low profile out there. Don't let NAR spot you. And don't take more than you can easily carry.
Kawał drogi. To nie przejdziemy. Kurde, nie może mi to skoczyć, pomaga. Profesorze, tak nie wolno. Ale jak ktoś mi łazi. Nie będę ryzykował. No tam tak chyba raczej nic nie ma. Nie. Grzyby mi się przydadzą. Nie wiem do czego, ale mi się przyda. Dobra, dwóch łebków widzę. Dobranoc. Dobranoc. Szybka akcja, szybko poszło, nic nie widzę.
Olivier, I can see the crates. It looks promising.
Well done. I know you worked hard for this, but don't get greedy. Remember, low profile. Don't listen to that soldier boy. Fuck low profile. Remember the pointers I gave you, Igor. Be a pro. Igor, any ammo you leave behind, they're gonna use to shoot you in the ass. Blow that shit sky high.
Olivier's right. Causing an uproar when it's not completely necessary won't help our mission.
Temu się nie spodoba, ale temu się spodoba znowu. No, to by było wszystko. Też to mogę jakoś przejść. Chociaż ty w mordę. A tego, że się nie spodziewał. No tam treścicza, dobra. Tak więc zrobimy sobie chyba jeszcze cięcie i jeszcze tą misyjkę z tym kozłowym sobie. Albo nie, dobra, to w tym miejscu sobie zakończymy. Zakończymy ten odcineczek. Jeszcze wrócę do bazy, zobaczę jak tam mi poszło. Będziemy kończyć ten odcinek, a w następnym odcinku zapłacimy z kozłowem. Albo kurde teraz zrobić tego kozłowa. Dobra, to zrobimy jeszcze teraz tego kozłowa. O. Jeszcze trochę czasu mam, także przesłuchamy sobie kozłowa i zobaczymy co tam rzeknie ciekawego. Patrzymy jak tam nasze misje. No i bardzo ładnie, same sukcesy. No tak więc widzimy się po krótkim cięciu przy następnym zadanku. Tak więc wracamy. Gdzie mam moją tego? O. Jakiś ten, nie wiem, jakiś gaz czy coś.
Bad news, Igor.
What's going on?
Kozlov is about to leave the NAR encampment. Very convenient timing, isn't it?
Convenient indeed. So, change of plans?
Go to Hotel Policia, top floor. You'll have a great vantage point from up there. It will allow you to pinpoint Kozlov.
Sounds good.
Excellent. We should pursue this plan. This will bring us closer to defeating the Rat King.
You're one psycho old geezer, Turkan. But I like you because you love to stir shit up. Working with you is a real pleasure.
You may be far from divine enlightenment, Sashko, but your heart is in the right place.
Dobra, jeden załatwiony. Nie załatwiam. Dwóch z głowy, jeszcze dwóch zostało tam. Ale jak tam sobie na końcu załatwił. A tam już mamy jakieś punkty, tam ten punkt zrobimy. Chyba to jest chyba z drugiej strony. No jak na ostatnie piętro, to na ostatnie piętro. A to jedziemy. Dobranoc. Ja tam on jest.
I'm on the top floor, and I found some binoculars.
Good. Luck favors bold mousies like yourself.
I see him. General Kozlov in the flesh.
The chief rat. Now listen closely, Mousy. His living quarters are in the building on your right, top floor. The time for action is now. Gather your courage and go, Mousy.
What about a little help? Perhaps some kind of diversion?
Yes. Luring the other predators away is always a good idea. Use the generator to power up the Ferris wheel. Its lights will attract them like moths.
Like moths? That might work for a minute or two, but it won't last.
Do you have a better idea?
I might. Shut down the generator instead, and they'll be blind. Then you'll have no problem sneaking past the guards and getting to your target.
Też jakaś myśl. Z tym generatorem. Dobra, to nie przede mną, przejść tędy.
I should have brought that goddamn power board. I'm starving.
Lepiej, żeby ich pozałatwiać, żeby mnie widzieli, że tam cię przekradną, to może być różnie. I ścinka, tak jest.
I hope we run into some rabid dogs. I've always wanted to shoot a dog.
Na tą stronę to jest do góry. Ten komputer to dobra, jak tam teraz wleźć.
Finally, some definitive proof. Tatiana is at the power plant.
Dobra, taktyczny odwrót. Jeszcze zrobię sobie jeden skan. Dobra, jak my to mamy? I tak, dwóch na dole, jeden do góry, dwóch do góry, dwóch na dole, okej. Dobranoc. No, jest jeszcze wyżej. No też ich trzech. Trzeba by tego tu załatwić i potem tego wyżej. Ten generator gdzieś mi pokazuje to wyżej, więc... O, nie wchodź mi tu. Kurde, aż mi przyważył. Bandyta jeden, no. Czterech przyleciało.
What the fuck am I doing here, huh?
Możesz ty mordę. Idź sobie, idź.
One last sweep and I'm done.
To chyba jest dłuższy odcinek, ale cóż. A było dziwne. Mam nadzieję, że jestem w dobrym miejscu. Ale chyba raczej nie. Chyba tam niżej.
I could use another cup of coffee.
Może musisz kawy. Idź. Śpij słodko.
Okay, I'm at the generator.
hell!
Fire! Fire at will! Target the head!
Over there! Keep shooting!
More of them are coming!
Watch your six! Stay alert!
Disabling the generator opens the shadow cages. The guards will be quite busy for the next little while.
Not afraid of the dark, are you? Seriously though, watch yourself. Those things will eat you just as soon as any guard.
I mamy ścineczkę. A nie był jakiś zapis. O kurwa, ale mi poleciał w dół. No przestań się ścinać, zawsze chodziłaś ładnie, jedna ścinka i to wszystko.
What's all the commotion?
Don't even think about reaching for that sidearm, General Kozlov.
Mamy go.
This conversation is not going to go the way you think.
Really? And here I thought you were a civilized man, a gentleman and a scholar. Was I wrong? Regardless, my men are waiting outside the building. You're trapped. I will be very interested to see how you handle this situation.
Come on. He's just trying to weasel his way out of it. Kill him now. Don't let him get in your head.
I'm sorry, General. I'm not that kind of person. But you leave me no choice.
Wait. You're making a huge mistake. I can tell you a great many things. Useful information.
No to mów.
He's full of shit. Just pop him and blow.
You want to know about Tatiana, right? Then you found the right man. Let's talk.
Okay. I'll bite. But you better have answers.
Did you think I would be impressed? I've seen these things before.
Don't make your situation any worse than it already is. Move.
Wiem, że się nie ucieszę, ale przynajmniej z niego coś mogę wycisnąć. O. A kropnąć go zawsze można.
So, this is what it looks like from the inside.
Surprised? I guess you're not all-knowing after all.
Let's say terrorist hideouts are not my department. But I know everything I need to know. Is this a family meeting? What a pity. I thought we were going to talk man-to-man, Professor Kamieniuk.
What the fuck? Why did you bring this asshole here? You were supposed to punish him for what he did, and then leave his corpse as an example.
My poor fellow. I suppose you expect me to acknowledge you and apologize for something I've done. Sadly, I am forced to disappoint you. I have no idea who you are, nor do I care. What about you, old man? Still chasing ghosts? Did you ever find your mysterious Rat King? Perhaps you should have stayed in the institution. At least they kept you properly fed. Sashko Horobets. I admire your craft, but there's nothing I can do for you. Or your brother.
We'll see about that.
Are we done with introductions? Let's get to it then.
You seem to be the most reasonable of this gang of colorful misfits. I was hoping you and I could have a civilized conversation.
I know exactly what you're doing. It isn't particularly clever or original, and it's not going to work.
What am I doing? I am a professional who happens to be on the other side of the fence. Just a man trying to do his job. I have a nephew that I very much want to see. So, go ahead and ask your questions. When you're satisfied, I'm sure we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Your nephew? Tell me about him.
He's 10 years old. He's from Magnitogorsk, like his father and me, and he's the smartest kid I know. I don't believe for one moment that you could harm him. It simply isn't your style, Professor. Besides, you don't even know where he is.
Do not assume to know me, Kozlov. That would be a mistake. I'm only really interested in one thing. Where is Tatiana?
That ghost you're chasing. That pretty dream. I don't know what to tell you.
You're the head of security. Am I to believe you're not privy to everything that goes on at the power plant?
Professor Kamenyuk, listen. I am here to earn a little extra money so I can retire someplace nice and send my nephew to an Ivy League university. I have zero interest in anything that doesn't directly concern my men and my job.
You don't tell me. I swear.
I cannot tell you what I do not know, Professor. Semenov is the authority in this area. Talk to him if you want to know more about the experiments or this Tatiana girl.
Tell me about the experiments. What is Semenov doing in the lab?
I wish I could tell you, but as with tracking down trespassers, that is not my department. My task was to ensure Semenov could work undisturbed.
You lie. I've seen everything. I've even studied Chernobylite myself. How can you claim to know nothing about it?
I know about its applications, yes. I know that it can act as an unlimited energy source, that it can be used in transportation, medicine, and can even be weaponized. But I don't know any details about its implementation. I'm not a scientist, just an old soldier.
Yes, I suppose that's true.
Look, I'm not a personal friend of Semenov. His findings may be profound, but at what cost? Remember, it was Semenov who botched the experiment that released the shadows into this world. Can you guess how many people I've lost fighting those things? Don't ask me where these creatures came from, because I have no idea. From a nightmare, perhaps. Semenov has a god complex. He believes he can advance the human race, a bold claim, especially in this part of the world, no? We lived in the shadow of people who wanted to turn us simple bread-eaters into angels for almost the entire century. But I've been around. I've seen things. So you can understand why I'm skeptical when I hear such claims.
Semenov may be the brain, but he isn't responsible for the atrocities in the zone. That's your doing.
You seem like a smart fellow, Kamenyuk. Why would you buy into this nonsense?
What do you mean?
Whatever Semenov told you, he is the real puppet master. He has great influence over the board.
The board?
The big money people in the tailored Italian suits. The people who make money by making money. Semenov convinced the board he's going to transform NAR into a $1 trillion business. To them, he's like an investment banker messiah.
Semenov isn't rounding people up and torturing them, filling mass graves with civilian corpses. That's you.
Well, naturally, you'll get a distorted view of what's going on when you only hear one side of the story.
Uh-huh. What's your side of the story, then?
This is a war zone. I am responsible for keeping my men safe and doing my job. Some collateral damage is unavoidable in any conflict. But trust me when I say I've already had a bellyful of civilian misery. I do my absolute best to keep their suffering to a minimum.
Dobra, to kończymy.
How do I enter that power plant?
You're placing me in a very awkward position. You want me to divulge information that may lead to casualties among my men and the civilian staff.
You've got a real nerve talking to me about civilian casualties. I can't believe you would try that. Again. What is the password and response for accessing the power plant?
Don't be stupid. You and your merry band of tramps will never make it out of the power plant alive.
I don't care. Do you know where we are, right now?
No. I don't understand it, this place. But let's skip the guessing game, and you just tell me.
We are currently in the tunnel between two singularities. It's like a black hole, only smaller. This tunnel is a shortcut through time and space. Marvelous, isn't it? But to use it, you need to know how to enter and how to leave.
Ah, I see where this is going.
Do you? I don't have to kill you. I can simply leave you here. But don't count on dying anytime soon. Time dilation will ensure that you don't. You will never see your nephew again. But perhaps I will release you to attend his funeral when he's died of old age.
I can see that your companion's cruel nature is beginning to rub off on you. Very well.
Are you ready to cooperate now? If you lie to me, I will return, and it won't go well for you.
The call is, we quell the storm. The response, and ride the thunder.
Thank you. I'm glad we had this chance to talk. What to do with you now, eh?
I want to ask him about wrestling fast.
He's mine. I want him to experience a slow descent into hell. Fucker!
He's just a tool of the Rat King. He told you everything of value already. Do not let this rodent roam free. He can still do great damage to our cause, more even than before.
Kurde, nie wiem. Dobra.
I can't let you go.
You're making a mistake, Professor. One you will dearly regret.
I promised Sashko.
Let me ask some questions about why Ruslan died, and I'll send him to his ancestors. You've seen enough bloodshed, Igor. Go now.
This is no way for a man to die by the hands of a thief, a common low-life criminal. Damn you.
Ja to nie wiedziałem, jak to do tego. Taka mnie najlepiej w sumie. Takie jest moje zdanie, ale nie wiem. Zobaczmy, jak im poszło. Sukces. 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 No i subcio. Dostaniesz 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Było jakiś gaz się ulatnie czy coś? Sprawdzone czynności śledcze 3/4. Uzyskane narzędzia 5/5. Za zabranie członkowi drużyny 4/5. Czy jeszcze jednego członka drużyny potrzebował? Jakieś czynności śledcze 3/4. Tylko pytanie, kto to jest ten 5. członek? O tym bym chciał wiedzieć. Żebym zdobył tego członka, to bym mógł już śmiało ten ruszyć na tą elektrownię. A, pada tym też się zajmiemy w następnym odcinku. Tak, ja to mam nadzieję, że ten odcinek się spodobał. Jeżeli tak, to komentujcie, subskrybujcie, wpójcie. Ja się z wami żegnam. Na razie i cześć.